Pay attention, boys and girls, this is very important and make sure you listen till the end. Terrorist Azerbaijan continues doing the only thing they're good at: hateful acts of cruelty. It's in their blood, they can't help it. Azerbaijan has blocked the only road out of Artsakh, where 120,000 Armenians and 30,000 children are blockaded with no food, medicine, or aid in sight. The Azeris have also shut off the gas to Artsakh, which comes in from Armenia through a pipeline now under Azeri control. The Armenians of Artsakh are blockaded in freezing temperatures with no heat, and the Russian peacekeepers are doing nothing to unblock the corridor. The corridor was agreed to remain open in the November 2020 peace treaty brokered by Russia, but it seems like Aliyev has broken every violation of the treaty. The corridor has been blocked by Azeris, there are daily shootings by the Azeri side, and Azerbaijan has continued its hostilities ever since 2020. The Azeris have disguised themselves as environmental protesters who are blocking the road due to environmental concerns. A deeper look at the faces of these so-called environmental protesters, and it's been discovered that most of them are from the Azeri army, special forces, or work directly for Aliyev's criminal government regime. One of the protesters clutched a pigeon in her hand while wearing a fur coat and made a speech about how they came in peace. The pigeon was clutched so tight that it died in her hands. This is symbolic, in which this is the kind of peace Azerbaijan brings. Shows you the absurdity and pure evil coming out of Azerbaijan, a generation who grew up on hatred and boredom. A Russian peacekeeper was filmed while talking to the Azeri protesters and said, quote, "God willing, Gharapagh will be Azerbaijan." Russian peacekeepers were also joining the Azeri protesters in watching the World Cup match between France and Morocco on a big screen television. All while 120,000 Armenians of Artsakh are now dealing with a humanitarian catastrophe. Ruben Vartanyan states that the airport will need to be opened to provide humanitarian aid to the Armenians who are blockaded. Planes will need to land in Stepanakert airport. However, I'm sure that Azeris, along with their Russian brothers, will shoot down any plane heading towards the airport. Where are the so-called friends of Armenia now? Nowhere to be found. Joe Biden and the American government sends millions of dollars to terrorist Azerbaijan to fund their war crimes, but nothing is sent to Armenians in Artsakh for humanitarian aid. France, Iran, Russia have not mentioned one word about this catastrophe. The European Union's Tovio Klar has also not made one remark about the current situation. Turkey has stated they fully support Azerbaijan in blocking the corridor, meaning they fully support the blockade and humanitarian catastrophe that is unfolding for 120,000 Armenians and 30,000 of those being children. Azeris and Turks are the cancers of the region and the cancers of the world. Azeris and Turks are demons who have inhabited this earth. The only way to stop these snakes is to cut off the head. The hatred and terrorism that comes out of Azerbaijan is incomparable to any other country in the world. Generations of inbreeding and hatred has produced some of the sickest, most twisted creatures in existence. The entire population needs to be evaporated from the face of the earth. The only solution is to target the Baku pipeline that sends gas to the west. The pipeline must be destroyed. There will never be peace with Azerbaijan. Peace with an Azeri is equivalent to making peace with a snake. You know the snake will end up biting you. It's in his nature.